Tuesday night baseball now from Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week. Sonny Gray is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, thanks, Matt. On the mound now from Vanderbilt is Sonny Gray. Not a very big guy, but a good 3-pitch mix. Mid to upper 90s fastball, 93 to 95. Big power overhand curveball, and his changeup has gotten better as he's gone along. If he's on early, you'll see lots of swings and misses.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick, and we are set for baseball here this evening. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike 1. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split at 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Here's the first pitch to him.
Third baseman, number 2.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Torres takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out. Striding in for Houston, Jose Altuve. He's currently 9th in the American League batting race entering play. Wind up and the 0-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
0-2.
Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing. Now at the plate, Torres. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Yankees.
Pitch on the way.
Number 25.
Bouncer to the left side. Correa from the outfield grass. And close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was at first. The skipper's out of the dugout, and it looks as though he might decide to challenge that out call.
Yeah, he may, Matt, but I think you'll see what his replay guys think first. Looking at it again, man, I can't tell for sure if he was out or not. Tough call.
Here's big Aaron Judge, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting. And fellas, these Astros entering play here tonight. They've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
And he fouls this one off.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
And it's fouled away. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Count even at 2-2. The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Here's Didi Gregorius. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Carlos Correa. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Frazier on the move, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. So a base hit here to start the inning, and he continues to pile them up as we take a look at our league leaders in hits so far. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Strike one to start the at-bat.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Got him. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. As we take a look at the splits between April and May. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Under it now is Stanton to make the catch, and there are 2 away now. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Correa, the runner at first with 2 gone. It's 2-0 to Marwin Gonzalez.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Giancarlo Stanton now coming into this one. His season home run total tops in the American League. Now here it comes. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. It's 1-0. Head-to-head passed with Dallas Keuchel. He's gone 3 for 8. He also has 1 home run. Drives it out to deep right center field. Reddick has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning. Digging in now for the Yankees, Gary Sanchez. He's always a long ball threat, currently 4th in the American League in that department. Ball 1. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike. Takes this the other way to right, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, Hero, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there. Not putting his head down, being over-aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, D-Roll, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. That's a nice piece of hitting. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now it's 2-0.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Swinging a ground ball to third. Altuve for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that. Standing in, Jorge Soler. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games. Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Hit back up. Oh, and that's off the second base bag. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often. Here comes the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Soler aboard here at first with nobody out. Hit in the air out to center field. Hicks is under it. He's got it 1 away. And he will hasten his way back to first, where he's in there safely. Ready for another chance? Josh Reddick, 0 for 1 here in the early going. And And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. And there he goes towards second. Weak grounder back to the mound. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. Riding in once again, Alex Bregman, runner in scoring position with two gone. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Swinging a soft liner. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. So it's first and third with two away. And striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. No balls and a strike to count.
Love that pitch right there. And he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball. That's
well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires. Into the box, Clint Frazier, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. First offering on its way. A little bouncer, but it gets fouled. Swing and a line drive, but this is foul near the seats. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Stays alive, still 0-2. Ready with another 0-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1. So striding forward now, Brandon Drury. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Reddick back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are two gone.
Number 25.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Torres. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attacking philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
You know, D-Roll, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Aaron Judge is in with two away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. And he'll snap one over to first. And a dive, but he's back in. Torres is off at first with two away. And there's ball one. Now a snap move over to first. And he'll get back in standing. Here's the 1-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike two.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
Missed with a slider. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with two away.
And he is tagged out here. First pitch of the at-bat.
Shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Tough slider down low for a strike. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1. Here's George Springer, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming, here it is. A shot down the first baseline. He dives, but he can't pull it in, and it's down the line into right.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes, desperate times, call for desperate measures.
A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. Taking off is Springer. Into right field, that's a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Boy, is that a thing of beauty right there. Hit and run to perfection, Dero. Runners at first and third.
That's exactly what you're trying to do. You don't see it in today's game too much. There's a lot of moving parts, a lot of walks, homers, and strikeouts. But right there, manager sets it in motion, and the hitter just executes the perfection.
Up next for the Astros.
In is Jorge Soler. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hard hit ball to second. He's right there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Here's big Aaron Judge. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight. Here's Didi Gregorius. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Bregman ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. Digging in to try it again, Giancarlo Stanton. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Hey, you don't see a hitter of his caliber come outside the zone too much. He's super aggressive right now. Let's see if he nibbles a little further off the plate.
1-1 the count now. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. That is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end. Digging in for his second at-bat, Tim Fedorovich. He'll begin things here against Sonny Gray. That tails back over, strike 1. Behind 0-2 now.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Fouled off. The next 1-2 pitch. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Hicks going back at the track, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Now I'm starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, I got a nice little hitting streak.
Towards second. Only play is going to be to first, so score it as an RBI ground out as the lead moves to 2-0 now. First pitch on its way. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Two runs, 6 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Oh, and look what I found out there on the mound. And they'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. In the air out to right. Frazier is going to have room out there as he puts this away. Ready now, Gary Sanchez. He'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. This is popped up. Under it is Altuve, and he's got it for the first out. So digging in now, Aaron Hicks. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Fouled away. And the pitch. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Springer giving chase. 2 gone. Next for New York, Miguel Andujar. First pitch coming. Here it is. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the Ledger? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now. Here's Carlos Correa now. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
Carlos Correa.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
The 1-1. Is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Frazier is over a few steps toward the line, and he has it for the first out.
Center fielder, George.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. He missed with a breaking ball. Called strike over the outside part of the plate.
1-2.
And that one stayed up a little high.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Seared down the first baseline. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Now the Cuban import, Yuli Gurriel. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. A ball and no strikes.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that two-seam fastball.
Hard ground ball to third. Drury fields it cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Clint Frazier. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning. Here's the first pitch to him. Very weakly on the ground. It's foul, strike 1. Now the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now he ties him up with a fastball inside. 1-2. Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with one swing. So it was a swinging strike 3. Brendan Drury goes down for the second out here in the bottom half. Keuchel gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher. Yeah, stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by. Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that. Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. And they'll start the at-bat with a slider that didn't miss by a whole lot. It's ball 1. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan. Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch-to-contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down. Hit down the third base line. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there. It's 3-1 now.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
Digging in and looking for more, Tim Fedorovich. He tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ballgame. 1 ball, no strikes to count. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
Drilled to the right side, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Josh Reddick stands in as he looks at a called strike. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. And there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight. He's set and the pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Hicks on the move. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Ready once again, Aaron Judge. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. They just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
There's another pitch for a strike, and This guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Aaron Judge retired for the first out in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the 2nd out of the inning.
Up next for the Yankees.
Riding in once again, Giancarlo Stanton. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike 1.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Up next for the Yankees.
Digging in once again, Gary Sanchez. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit high and deep to right center. On the move is Springer. And the inning is over. The Yanks digging in to try it again. Jose Altuve. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball.
You can tell his eyes lit up at the plate right there. He was not able to control his emotions, stay up the middle, and keep that one fair.
And he lays off for ball 1. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now. 1-2, here it comes. And that one stayed too low, apparently. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Carlos Correa is on deck. In the air, down the line in left. Stanton ranges deep into the corner to make the catch for the first down. Ready for another shot now. Carlos Correa. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Here's a called strike about thigh high. 0-1. A bouncer up the middle. And there are 2 away now. Striding in for Houston, George Springer. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And he looks at one in there. 1-2. 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Here he comes again. 1-2. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Digging in, the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. And a neck-high fastball that time. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. On its way is pitch number 75, and it's fouled away.
Oh, the old classic 2-strike. Let's throw the fastball right down the middle. Not in this game. Gotta believe you gotta work the corners a little bit more. Fastball command is paramount at this level.
And oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame. Into the box, Miguel Andujar. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Hicks on at first, nobody out. Ball 1.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. Now the 2-1 pitch doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
He drilled the previous batter, and now he falls behind 3-1 to this guy. The last thing you can do, though, is throw a fastball middle of the plate right here.
And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out. Ready for another chance? Clint Frazier. And he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
On to first, the double play. Brandon Drury will bat next. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Hard hit towards center. Springer is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show as we are back.
Leading off for the Astros, third baseman
David Robertson enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. A throw to the plate. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. Lifetime numbers versus David Robertson. He's gone 3 for 6. 1 ball, no strikes to count. A ball and a strike.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
He's running. The 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Hicks is under it. 1 out. In is Jorge Soler. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch on its way. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. And the changeup is way low that time. Gurriel, base runner at first with 1 out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a ball line hard towards short. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
A changeup over the inside corner. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 2 down, runners at first and second. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Torres. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out. And over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
The 1-0. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
That's exactly what they needed. Down by 2 runs, the leadoff man puts himself in scoring position with the tying run coming to plate. The temptation for the next batter is to swing for the fences and tie it up with 1 swing, but a base hit brings home a run and keeps momentum on your side.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. As he arrives at second without a play, as they also push across a score to make it a 1-run game. Here's Didi Gregorius. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. 1-0 pitch on the way. Up around the face.
2 tough sliders right there, but he was able to lay off him. Might have bought himself a fastball in this situation.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Backhanded. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. And he's got a chance to tie things up here as the equalizer sits just 90 feet away. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw to the plate, and he'll be tagged out at the plate. Trying to tie the ball game, but instead he becomes out number 2 now. Next for New York, Gary Sanchez. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. He's got it, and the Astros continue the roll they've been on. 7 straight victories now as this ball game is over. Close one tonight. 2